when Bob was growing up in your bedroom, did you have a system set up? Did you tinker? When you started yourself to do this, where did you start?
Let's see, let me think. It was a popular electronics article on how to build an amplifier. It had 50 C5s and a 12AX7.
Yeah.
And a 6x9 speaker.
Yeah.
From Cars.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my very, very first system. And I thought it was unbelievably great. It was actually about the same time that stereo started, 1957, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I was little, I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But I got it to work. I had two paths I could have taken: building model airplane radio control systems or building audio systems.
Mm-hmm.
And I built a transmitter, didn't get it to work right for my radio controlled airplane, so off I went into audio, and that's how I got started. That was my first. I mean, there's nothing more fun. I cannot imagine anything more fun than audio.
Well, what happened in between that time and then 1970, 71, 72, when it really became a reality?
Well, I went to high school in Beverly Hills. I graduated from Beverly Hills High School. And then I went to college at the University of Washington, got my undergraduate degree there, and then I went to the University of British Columbia for graduate school. I got my master's, and then I got an honorary doctorate from there in the University of Washington. And I started Phase Linear Company, my first audio company, when I was at the UW. Oh, we had a great project. My professor, Dr. Clark, had in the physics lab, had a contract from Boeing to build the biggest hi-fi of all time, because they wanted to simulate two things: jet airplanes taking off, and they wanted to simulate the airflow over the leading edge of a wing. So I made a ribbon. I made a long ribbon that was supposed to be mounted on the leading edge, but Boeing mounted it sort of 1/3 of the way back for some reason. And the biggest subwoofer system of all time. It was bigger than 2 garage doors. It was powered not by a voice coil, but by hydraulic amplifiers. And I got the job to do it. It was the greatest project. I mean, it was a huge hi-fi set.
That's amazing.
Dr. Clark didn't know beans about building stereos. He really didn't, but I did. He got all the credit for everything I did. Sort of bugged me a little bit, but not much. But I can't complain.
Well, that's how it works in the beginning.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
And so he would come down and say, "Hey, Bob, how's it going?" And I'd say, "Oh, Dr. Clark, look at this, look at this." And I'd make the leading edge work a little bit, and it was a lot of fun. So that's how I got started. That was my first system, really.
Wow.
My first big system.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting.
And that kept me going for from then on, I've always liked big amplifiers and large speakers. Not large speakers, but speakers that can play loud without distortion. We call them large signal transducers.
I understand.